What's good, Butler? LP, how's it going? Not shooting slingshots today, but I figured I'd go live. I was just talking to Weston too. I'm in the process of making some leather spinners and leather targets. Wasn't sure if anyone would be interested in it or not. What's good, Leon? In the middle of making some targets. Not really shooting today. I might shoot maybe a little bit later, but I was talking to Moan and he was looking at maybe getting some targets for the East Coast Slingshot Tournament range. So I'm gonna make some leather targets for him. How's it going, Hawk? Yeah, appreciate it, Leon. So I've been thinking all day of what I should be making. So obviously I have the can targets. And I've already shown off some of these. I'm gonna bring some of these with me. Got the Jason with the 40 circle in the back. And then 2 tikis I have to finish up. Same thing, color on the back. Yeah. Yeah, same here. I actually really enjoy it. I got mine in my little EDC bag. I've been actually playing around with along with my my little ammo pouch that I make. I was thinking about carrying this. I have a little saw inside of here that I have with me all the time, but I always keep my little pouch in here and it fits perfect. Yeah, it's a nice little pouch. I really like it, especially going shooting during my lunch break and stuff. The backpack. Are you talking about this, or are you talking about this? This is an old sling pack I had for the longest time. I couldn't even tell you where the sling pack came from. I think I bought it from Walmart a long time ago. Yeah, Squatch. The with the leather, I know when you first put ammo in it, it'll probably be a little tight. But the more you fill it, and you could probably force it down a little bit too, and it'll end up stretching that leather out. So I just packed mine in there, and then you could take like even just a simple pin when you fill it up, just to get it a little bit more compact in there, and then allow it to swell up a little bit and stretch out a little bit more. And then once you use it more, it will it'll stretch out just like any other leather. What's good, Scruffy? A purple and green Joker one, that would be sick. I literally made my favorite color is green, so when I was making one for Squatch, I called him up and I told him I can do just basic brown and black, or if he wants a color. He decided he wanted purple, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make myself a green one while I'm at it. Drifting, how's it going? Yeah. So I'm making some leather targets for ones that just joined. I can kind of show you. I'm making some can targets. I've been thinking all day on what I want to make some for. And Lone Waller with the RVA Catapult group, he's setting up the range this year at East Coast. And he hit me up asking if I could make some targets for him. And he said that it's gonna be a banger this year. I'm pretty stoked on it. I'm pretty excited that he's saying that it's gonna be one of the best ones, just the range by itself. But I'm making some can targets. Not all of these are gonna be set up. I might just have these with me. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you know Rick and Morty, I got a Rick. It's gonna be a Rick custom can target. And I was thinking about setting the Rick and Morty ones up at the range just because I know it'll fit kind of a theme. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but that's part of it in the Rick and Morty. I had a really cool idea doing a Homer Simpson hiding in the bush as a target, which I think would be cool because he's kind of like hiding from getting hit. Yeah, the Rick target. I'll make a few. Drifting, are you coming to East Coast? So I had different ideas. I was thinking I'm probably gonna do the Rick and Morty theme and hang that one up at East Coast. But then I also thought about doing a horror with the old school. That's Freddy Krueger. And I know it's not much. It's just an outline, but you can kind of get the idea of it. I got Pennywise. Not sure. That's going to be a lot of work there. So I'm trying to do some that are not as much work just because it's pretty close to East Coast. And I also thought of some like Avenger theme. So that's the Incredible Hulk. Not really sure if I'm going to do this one yet, but that's Bart Simpson mooning. Scruff, you like the Rick one as well? Yeah, Rick and Morty's funny as shit. Not going to East Coast. Hey, Smo, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Not shooting today. I might shoot later, but I'm just filling everybody in. I'm going to be making some targets for East Coast. Moan hit me up. He was looking for some leather targets as well to hang up in the range. So I got the bug to start making some targets. I got the custom can targets. That still needs to be finished up, the 2 Tiki ones with a 40 mil in the back, and then a Jason Voorhees. With a 40 in the back. These are all my pre-cut, so that's just a stack of them that I've already cut up. Some of these I've already tooled, like I got a Punisher one that I'm working on there. So I'm also planning on making some spinners, but they're going to be oddly shaped spinners. I designed another spinner to match my logo. Hey, Mrs. Hicks. Horror targets for the win. Yeah. I thought about doing all the legendary horror films. Like I have one, I haven't sketched them out yet, but I have one for Leatherface. I have, I thought I had a Michael Myers one, but this is one of the spinners I'm gonna be working on. It's kind of a spin off of my logo with the old sketchy hat. So he's gonna be a spinner, flip around. That's what he's gonna look like hanging there. Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Hicks. Yeah. So to carry on the Rick and Morty theme as well, I have the Rick can target. I'm gonna have the Morty head spinner. So it'll look like that when it's all done in leather. I'll fully color it. Thanks, Tristan. I had some other ones. Oh, and we'll see how they come out. So you can kind of see the outline of it. It looks pretty awful just by looking at that. But it's actually, let me try to have a white background. It's going to be a Pickle Rick spinner, fully painted green, just hanging there. So I thought I've seen just circle spinner targets. I thought doing some weird shape ones. Pickle Rick is about 28 millimeters wide, and then he's kind of curved, so that'd be kind of different to shoot. And he's about 80 millimeters tall. Yeah, Pickle Rick. So I thought that would fit the theme. I might hang these up at the East Coast. So these are the ones I'll probably give Moan to set up. I'm pretty excited about the Homer Simpson hiding in the bush as a can target. I think that would be kind of fun. And then like you guys want, I'll make a few more of these to sell as well. But I was thinking about doing the Rick and Morty theme for the East Coast setup. Because I was thinking of the horror, but I know there's some kids coming. So I figured, I don't know if people want to be shooting at a Jason mask or a Michael Myers mask or anything like that. So yeah, I figured I'll go live while I'm making some of these. If y'all get bored, let me know. I'll set my range up. I mean, I'll shoot in the basement for a little bit if y'all want to see some shooting. But I'm literally, I cut everything out by hand. This is going to be the Sketchy Slings spinner. Dude, I actually have a template for about Duff beer. That's funny you said that, Hawk, because I literally made a template. I took some screenshots of it on my. I know some of y'all have seen this, but that was one of my first logos that I was thinking of for Sketchy Slings. So I don't know if you see in the background there. There's just a sketchy person holding a slingshot. I might have actually have the example on my phone rather than my iPad. Yeah, I have the Duff beer sample on my phone. Yeah, Tristan, I'll make some. Yeah, Michael Myers. Yeah, I'll have some horror ones too, and it'll actually be a good. I know these things are gonna get smacked like crazy, so I actually haven't tested one of these yet. This is the double-sided, two pieces of leather glued together with some pretty good leather glue, and it's also stitched up. So it's gonna be a good test at it for East Coast. So I'm gonna hang up a few of those. I'm probably gonna hang up a few of these, just some plain thick ones. I'll probably just put the 40 mil just like that. I'll tool that up. I'll probably do that. Hang some basic ones up. And then I also have some minis that I still have to cut out. I'll probably hang some minis up as well. Minis, I was thinking about tooling these, but these things are so tiny. I can do it, but it's probably not even worth it. And then I have some minis in a thicker leather as well. Yeah. I can do that for you, Hawk. I can do that for you. That's like for these. I was thinking about only tooling one side just because it's going to be a good amount of work for a target that's just going to get fucking destroyed. And I'm planning on bringing some of those ammo pouches that I made for Leon and then myself. I think those are going to be doing pretty good. I'll make a few of those, open them up for sell or trade. I don't do leather work for a living. I've been doing leather work for, actually, I talked to my wife earlier today. I've been actually doing it for 11 years, mostly as a hobby. It's a hobby that pays for itself. I use it also to, like, back when I got really big into it, I used to make a lot of knife sheaths and trade them for knives. So I usually use this hobby to either just feed other hobbies. It pays for itself. I only put I put the first bit of money into it, and then it keeps itself afloat, which is fun. And it's a way for me to express myself. A lot of my artwork in the past, no one would I would paint, but no one would be interested in my paintings because it'd be like skulls, crossbones. No one's gonna hang that shit up in their living room. So I got into leather, started doing biker wallets, stuff like that. Your skin feels like some old ass leather. Hey Rex, how's it going? I'll probably bring some I don't know if anybody would be interested in it, but I also make some EDC trays that I've been using to take pictures of with my slingshot. So I figure it'd be a nice backdrop if someone likes to, post some cool pictures. I'll show you an example of one I'm working on right now. I can only go a short period of time with cutting because my hands will start hurting. I'll show you some. So I'll probably finish up this one here. It's an EDC tray. It's a smaller version that I make. I have like the traditional floral tooled inside of there. So these corners will get sewn up and I'll end up creating a little tray. Big enough for your normal slingshots. So that kind of gives you a size reference for like a smaller tray that I make. This is kind of a medium one. It's just a distressed one. You can see the slingshot in there. So I'll probably take a picture, and then again, for some of y'all that just joined, I will be making a few of these. This one is my personal one that I made while I was making Squash's purple one, but it's just a ammo pouch. I have 8mm in mine, but you pop it open, feed yourself some ammo. I have them in my EDC bag. That way, if I'm out for lunch or something, I can do some quick shooting. Squirrel head spinner. Yeah, I actually have a. I was thinking about doing a can target with a squirrel being excited, but a squirrel head target would be fun. That'd be really cool. I can do that. Do like an animated kind of cartoon squirrel that's like scared shitless. I could also do it like a dead squirrel as well. That'd be kind of fun. So I'm just doing my rough cuts right now on these spinners just to get them the shape. I'll end up taking some painter's tape. I don't know if y'all know much about leather tooling, but I'll take some painter's tape and tape the back of the leather just like this before I tool it. So this one actually has a knife. I already put my design on there. It's going to be Punisher one. And the painter tape helps from the for the leather to warp and or stretch while you're doing the tooling. Doing the leather targets probably is not that important, but if you're doing like wallets and stuff, if you don't stabilize the back of it and you tool a lot of it, it'll end up stretching on you, and then it won't be a true dimension, and all your stuff won't line up properly. You want to see the Freddy one? It's hard to see the tooling in there too. Like it's actually raised on there. It's not just painted on there. That's leather tooled, and then I use different color dyes, and then it has the 40 center hole. So I don't know if people will hit this side, so I have it to where it's double sided so they can hit this side as well. Yeah, Hicks, I actually have so that's the template for the mini can. I have a few of those already that I need to cut out. Again, little tiny mini cans. I've sent some to Omega. It seems like they really like them. And I keep everything that I do templates of. So this is the one that Squatch I did for Squatch Leon. I don't know if y'all saw that can target, but that's the one I did for Squatch. So that's the template I made to do his tooling. You know, and then, you know, that's the tiki. So you can kind of get a feel of, that's just a rough line sketch. And then, you know, that's what they end up looking like. And then it's fully tooled so you can kind of see. And then I did like a color 40 mil on the back end. I still have to finish it. This is just glued together. I haven't stitched it yet, so the edge isn't finished yet. These are just ideas that I've thought of. There's a Daruma doll. I don't know you know much about Japanese art. Daruma dolls are really cool. It has a really good meaning behind it. They're like the little dolls that you get. and they're weighted at the bottom. So if you knock them over, the weight brings them back up. So they always stand up, which is a really cool idea behind it. And then when you get one, they're supposed to be, their eyes are not filled in, so they'll be white eyes. And the idea behind it is you fill in one of the eyes, and you make a goal. So it can be a goal to get a new job, goal to lose weight, do whatever, and then you color in one of the eyeballs when you make that goal. And the whole purpose of it is you keep on thriving for that goal, and you get knocked down, it'll stand back up. And then once you complete the goal, you fill in the other eye, and then you keep it on your shelf as a memory of that goal. It's really, really cool meaning behind it. Yeah, Hawk. Yeah, I didn't know if anybody'd be interested in seeing me working on leather. And again, I can set up a target pretty quickly if y'all want to see me shoot. And then Hicks, you said zombie. Is that something you're looking for? That's one that I haven't put on leather yet, but I made a template for little zombie head. And then, a little rock out skull. Yeah, I've been in art most of my life, man. How do I transfer it? I mean, I can stop cutting them, and I can actually work on one if y'all want to see that. I can work on the Morty one. Let me clean it up real fast. Okay, I don't know where my. These little templates or scrap pieces, I'm gonna keep and make a little small spinner out of it. I'll end up cutting it thin and make like one of those rivet spinners that it's literally just the size of a rivet. Give me a second. I have to get water to transfer it onto the leather. And for those that were in here when I told you I used to trade leather for knives, I'll show you a few knives real fast too. So I used to be real big into knives, kind of slowed down with it, but these are all my custom made from the same guy. His name's Anthony, if you never heard of him. And on Instagram, he goes by Archangel Blades. Really, really, really good guy. This was the very first knife I got from him. Not that practical, but it's pretty badass. I have my EDC. I have one that he made that I carry every day. This one I thought of, and I had him make me one, and then it's actually one of his bestseller. This is it's themed off of Alien. Now he'll do different scales, but it's a straight razor design. You can see there. Again, not practical, but pretty badass. This was an actual self-defense knife that he made for knife fighting. And he actually had a deal with military and made a few of them. And this is designed to where it hooks over your hand like this, and you hold it like that. This is one of his first ones that he's made. I don't know if y'all can see it that well. And again, most of these are all just by trades. This one, I mean, some of you already know my first life. One of my brothers committed suicide back in the day, and we didn't have anything to keep memory of him. And the pants that he was wearing when he ended up committing suicide, they cut him off of him, to perform first aid, stuff like that. My dad was going to throw them away, but I decided to keep them, and I thought I would make something out of them. And I actually had Anthony make, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the blue jeans that he was wearing. So it's blue jean micarta with a wood handle and some blue liner. And I wanted a bushcraft style knife because he was a tree worker. And then I ended up making this custom. I'm sorry if the lighting's pretty bad. I'm gonna see if I can get a better lighting. There you go. This custom sheath, so you can see that's the blue jean, and then the wood, and then I made the custom sheath. His name was Dallas, and then fits in there pretty cool. Those are the ones I don't really use. I was talking a lot, so let me see if I missed anything. Knuckles, how's it going? Yeah. All right. I'll get back to it. I was going to show you how to transfer one of these designs into a leather. So we'll do the Rick. From Rick and Morty. And I already have some leather that I've already cut out or ready to cut out. We'll go with this one here. Again, I tape the back of it, and it prevents it from warping after tooling or during tooling. So I just use basic painter's tape. Y'all see what I'm doing? All right, so got that taped off. And then I used a normal, it's just a little custom rod I used that sharpened it out, but it's not sharp. It just gives me a little point. You can use a ballpoint pen if you want to, but you get your water with some sponge, wet the surface of the leather. The water will soak into the leather, and then it becomes pretty pliable, where you can trace the design onto the leather, and then there's a tool that we call a swivel knife, and then I'll cut the design into the leather, and then that prepares it pretty much for tooling. Hey, yeah, Billy, how's it going? So I already got the shape of the can on there. I'll overlay the tracing paper with the design on it. Line it up best as possible. Then I got these just solid brass weights that I use to hold it down. This one is just steel, so it doesn't move, and literally trace the design. So you can see, like, if it's a highly detailed image, you can be tracing for days. It doesn't have to be dead on either, because you'll see I'll have to cut this design out with a swivel knife, and the swivel knife is even. The swivel knife comes with skill. It takes a while to get pretty good at a swivel knife. It's kind of crazy. I actually feel a little nervous showing you guys this for some reason. I'm usually just in my basement working on leather, shooting slingshots. That's why it's really, really fucking cool to have this community that I can actually share my leather stuff to as well and shoot around. I think it's really fun. So usually for first designs that I do, I usually put it on this tracing paper and keep it, and I never use it again. But if the Rick one goes, if a lot of people are interested in the Rick one, then I actually will transfer the paper pretty much to this like thicker transparent paper. But it's hard to see. I don't know if y'all. Let me bring this over. Y'all see kind of the outline of Rick on there? That's what it does. Just you case it in water, do an outline, and it gives me the image on the leather. I'm a little behind on the chat, so I'm gonna read through it. Paul, how's it going? I'm doing a craft show. Thanks for joining. So this is my collection of swivel tools or swivel knives. Always use this one. I have smaller ones for detail. Then I have a little leather strop that I use. Always have to make sure your swivel knife is sharp. Oh, yeah, those are little grippers. So, before I messed up my shoulder and my arm, I was big into arm wrestling. When I was actually training, I actually have an arm wrestling table in my gym. I had these at work. This is just Kaizen foam left over. I use grippers. So I have that's a 150-pound gripper, a 100-pound gripper, and then the 200-pound gripper. I don't know if y'all can see it. And I usually just grab it and squeeze it. My left hand is not as strong, and I don't like wearing my wedding ring using it, but I'll see if I can get the 200 with no warm up. On my left, yeah, there you go. I usually just squeeze it and hold it, and that's usually grippers. If you do this, you're not going to get much out of it. The idea for arm wrestling is you keep it squeezed so no one can open up your hand. And that's just 100-pound. Usually 100 pounds, I'll do it backwards to strengthen the top. Nunchucks. My first live? Oh gosh. It'll take me 4 hours to tell you everything. All right, so I got the design on there. I'll wet it again after stropping my swivel knife. You can see the design a little bit better after I wet it. See the design on there? What did I do for 4 hours? Well, I was shooting my slingshot in my basement, shooting the shit, and shooting some whiskey. So it was I had a lot of fun. I appreciate for everyone that actually stuck by and watched. Just talked. I felt like the last hour and a half was just all shooting the shit, talking. Again, the same thing I tell people in the chat was a lot of times I come to my basement, draw, do leather shit, or shoot my slingshot at night because my kids are still fairly young, and only time I get free is when they're in bed. And I'm a night person, so I usually will stay up pretty late. So the swivel knife, I'm cutting into the grooves, and it's a barrel, so the knife actually swivels, which is why they call it swivel knife. But I'm only using the very tip of it, and I have to keep it at an angle. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. And this is literally cutting a groove inside of the leather. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. So Hawk, I don't know if you saw it on my live, but my wife actually joined the live early, and she didn't tell me later. She ended up deleting the comment, but while everyone was saying their highs, my wife went in there and literally typed in penis. And she said she laughed her ass off for a good while, but I never even saw that comment. I told her I never saw it. I would have laughed my ass off if I saw it. But she said she ended up deleting it. Smo, no. So I was debating on bringing my 6-year-old. So I have a 6-year-old son and a 3-year-old son, and I was seriously bringing Lucas, which is my 6-year-old. But then I was going to camp, and he's never camped before, so I didn't know how he would be, as well as I didn't know what to expect, at East Coast. I've never been. All I've seen was videos, just like everyone else, and I was going to compete, and I kind of want to come the first time by myself, just to experience, and that way I know what to expect. I like to be prepared when I bring my kids, and coming into a situation like that, I'm not going to feel prepared, especially if I'm competing, trying to keep. And I was going to let him compete as well, but keeping him entertained for you know a long day, for a few days of just shooting slingshots, I felt like might have been kind of hard. And then I didn't know how it would be if I, while I'm competing, how am I going to watch over him? Because to me, it's like, he'll need 100% of my attention. And I miss a few. Yeah, I do leather all the time, Hillbilly. A lot of my shooting, I have my basement set up for shooting as well. I'm sorry. So I pretty much finished the design with the swivel knife. So you see that it's in there. It's a groove now. It's literally a cut groove inside of there. I still have to do his drool, which I'll actually do that last after tooling. Do I need to change my angle? Would that be better? Be over here. Yep, all boys. All boys. I stopped after two. I my I have three brothers, so my dad raised four boys by himself, so I know all about it. A lot of fighting, and I don't know how he did four of them, because I have my wife's support and two kids, and it's still a fucking hassle every day. Yes, well, I'm pretty pumped too. That's one main reason why I got into slingshots, is because of my son. I'm trying to catch up on some chat right now. All right, so I might have to change the camera angle, and it might get loud. So I don't know if I'll continue doing this, because I actually have to use a hammer. Um, yeah, yes. Well, I'm probably gonna bring them next year. I just kind of want to experience this first one myself, get a hang of it. That way, I know what to expect, and I'll probably camp the next time, and bring him. Uh, and then I kind of want to just meet everybody, and I'm a people person, so I want to make sure that I have fun as well. And thankfully, my wife is all supportive about it. So this is one of the rolls I have. These are some of my leather tools, um, and this is one of the main rolls I use. I have different tools on there. I have bevelers, background tools, stuff like that. The main one I use is this beveler here. You can see how small it is, and it's angled. So that groove that I just made in the leather, I'll literally put that chisel point inside of that groove and tap all the way around it. And it has, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has different textures. So there's different bevels, have different textures, different sizes. You can probably see this one a little bit better. See the texture on there? And when you wet the leather, and when you're doing tooling, I don't wet it too much. I just keep it damp. And you it's pretty much a stamp if you think about it. I'll see if I can zoom you guys in here. So let me know, because I'll have to do some tapping. That way I probably won't finish this. I'll just show you the process, because it will take me a while to do this. But I'll get my granite slab, which takes a lot of the impact, and it allows it to go mostly into the leather. I'll take my tool, take my mallet, and then I use the brass for weight so it doesn't move, and then tap away. That's why I feel like this process takes a while, and the amount of time I spend on these, I don't think they're very sellable, just because they're cool and everything, but you also smack the shit out of them as a target. So I'll show you that right now. So you see the difference here in his hair, then up here where it's just the cut. This is all the tooling that I did, and this just makes it makes Rick stand out a little bit more. And then I'll actually go through and do a background. I am so behind. Fucking wiener sleep. And I have to let this dry a little bit, because I usually do my background when it's a little bit of dry. Do have some other working tools, but I suck. Yeah, it's a good hobby to have, making leather. Hey, 'cause I just saw that. I'm pretty back. Yeah. So you can see how it's standing out more here than down here. I just did this side of Rick's face. I'll go ahead and do the background, and then um, if you want me to stop, I'll set up the catch box and then shoot while everyone's shooting the shit. So I do things differently when I do the background. I use a pear shader, which is, you can see the texture on that one. It's called the checkerboard. I'll just do, oh, well, let me bevel this portion of his, no, I can do this side. So you can see the checker kind of on the outline, so it makes them even stand out even more. So I usually do not a lot of people do this, but I usually do that pear shader, and then I use a background tool. And because I'm going to use, the background is going to be green like the portal, I'm going to use this pebble background tool. You see how it has that pebble texture there? And I'll just do this, and I'll finish it up, and I'll start shooting. Yeah, and if you hit it hard, obviously it'll leave a bigger impression. If you hit it soft, it's not as big as an impression. But that's how I end up fading the background out. I'll do a heavy hit towards the edge, and then I'll do a lighter hit if I want to fade the background out. So I don't know if y'all can see that background texture. See that, the pebbles? Dowrin mallet, yeah. It's pretty solid. I also have a rubber mallet that when I do like a lot of like rivets or something like that. But I have an auger press right over there that I can do the my rivet settings. You gotta practice, Hicks. I'm pretty sure you'd be pretty good at leather. Rick is looking similar to other. You just hit harder. Hear me out. What if you have targets with our sponsors on it? Yeah, Mrs. Hicks. I don't know if you've been in some lives. I actually was cutting some can targets out for Omega. They're going to be. We'll see if it works out. Because they were making the Omega cans and then they stopped, and then I made some cans myself just to practice speed shoot, and then I gave some away or traded most of it, and then Omega tried out a few of mine, but since no one is in here, I'm kind of behind on the chat, so I don't know what everyone else is saying, but I'm going to be giving these to Mikey and Chuck when I see them at East Coast. So I'm going to make them a custom Omega leather can. And it's going to be fully tooled, just like I'm doing here. It's not going to be like laser engraved or anything like that. It'd be a fully tooled one. I don't know if they'll want to hit it or not, but I'll do a black background with the white logo. I thought they'll get a kick out of it. They don't know about it yet. Not sponsors, spouses. Oh, shit. Okay. I must have read that wrong. I don't know where it went now. A pickle Rick PFS. I thought of that. I don't know if you were in here last live. I made a pickle fork plank from Ed and Eddie. All right, Rex, you take it easy. Y'all want me to keep on doing the leather tooling, or y'all want to see me shoot? I don't know if this is boring or not. Banging in leather, and then you can see me shoot. So I'll show you a transfer real fast. So you see there in his neck, it stands out a little bit, but it's too sharp of an angle. And I wanted to look like his head is popping out more than his neck is. And right now it just looks kind of like an outline. And that's where another bevel will come in handy. That bigger bevel that I have, like this one here, I'll use that on the neck. And then I'll actually tilt it towards the sharp point. And I won't hit it too hard while it's faded out. But then I'll bend it back to where it's right on the tip of that. I'll bend it back right on the tip of that and smack it a little bit harder. So you can literally see how his neck looks now. It looks a little goofy because this is still sticking up, but it looks like his head stands out further. What time is it? I could shoot for 20 minutes or so. I'll stop doing this. My basement's a little mess, but I can set up pretty quickly. I don't know if any of y'all seen some of my ranges besides Paul and the ones that saw my first live. So I am going to be making, I've said it earlier, I am going to be making more of these and bringing them. I do have those ammo the ammo bags, but I mean, I'll show you real fast. Some of y'all have seen these already. I was planning on making a few of these before the event, but they take a lot longer, and I want to make sure that I do a good job and not rush it. So I might only have a handful of these. This is the Stars and Stripes. And then, it cinches up like a butthole. And then this is elastic where you can put your slingshot in and it holds it in place. Velcro in the front, elastic on the pocket on the side. I might make a few of those and bring them. Hicks, Miss Hicks, you could hit me up on Facebook. I have a leather Instagram account, and it goes off of custom leather. It's custom with a K. I do all my leather work stuff on there. You can see custom with a K, custom leather. But I mostly do by messenger. Fucking Paul bang the hole. Is that a pocket on the bag? So that's Velcro here. That's an elastic strap. And then this is an elastic pocket. So it has some stretch to it. So if you had, if you wanted to carry extra rounds, you could probably fit that in there. Let me see. Never tried. Yeah, fits right in there. And then on the back side, I just have two straps for carrying in your pocket. This one has a red liner in the inside, and it cinches up just as much. And I've been testing the prototype of these cinched up, and I carry 8 mil in these, and they don't really fall out at all. For one of these, Hawk, yeah, let me know. I have some pretty cool colors in leather. Like I literally, I don't buy pre-dyed stuff. I'll get the veggie tan and I'll dye all my leather. So I have like the all natural brown, tan, black. I have some green, some purple, it's a rose color, which is like a pink. I have some turquoise, blue. Blue is really cool. Paul. Yeah, yeah. What does pink look like? I don't. I might have a swatch of it. Let me go. Let me pull up real fast. So these are what we call antique dies, and it helps with it makes the tooling stand out more. So that's so you can see that's a skull with some tooling in it, and then you put a clear coat over the skull, and then you rub it with some antique dies, and it makes everything stand out pretty good. So these are some that's like a these are some of the colors there. These are mostly my natural dyes. So this is saddle tan, light brown. I don't know if y'all can see light brown, oil, saddle tan, oil saddle tan. There's oils and there's alcohol. That's a light brown. And then I can make them darker by just doing more coats, and then the leather will absorb it. That's a wheat color. These are all like your natural browns, blacks. Let's see if I have. So these are some greens, a blue, kind of a red. I don't have a pink. That's a light blue, mahogany. This is the green that's on mine. So you can kind of see that. The blue's pretty cool too. Native discounts. I would not be opposed of it. I actually have Native American in my blood. My great grandmother was 100% Cherokee. That's a dark brown, blue. And then you have it's called Rose. And I don't know if you can see that there. If I put it on leather, you might not tell the difference because it takes a while to dry, but I'll dye this one real fast. It's going to be a little bit darker than what it will dry as. And I've actually never used this color, so that'd be kind of cool. Oh wow, it's pretty fucking awesome actually. So I can get that same color. It's going to dry a little bit lighter, but then if I do more coats of it, it would even absorb more. That's a really cool color. Let me put these back for it. The red, so that's rose. The red is actually more it's looks more red. I have a red one as well. Let me put these back real fast. You want one of those, Squatch? I can make you that rose one and the bigger one that you've been wanting, if you want, or I can make it the same size. It all depends what you want. I can make that 2 inches longer if you want, or 1.5 inches longer. And then I always like doing the black fade. I don't have to, but I think it looks cool on the edge. And then I do a black edge. Creek. Awesome. Yeah. Blue, green hawk. Yeah. Yeah. Hit me up in a message. I'll, uh, I can do something for you. Yeah, Cherokee. So I've been actually researching a little bit more on that too. I talked to my mother because I've never met my great grandmother, and if you see my mom, she has long straight hair. She keeps her hair straight, and you can tell that she has it in her blood. You can't really see much of me because my I kind of carry on more of an Irish gene. I have like a red beard. Um, but from what my mother was telling me that she is, what'd she say? She's Wolf from Deer Tribe. So her mother was Wolf and her father was Deer Tribe. And I got me looking more into the heritage of that, and it's really, really, really cool. Um, I didn't realize that they would not that they will mate with different tribes. Deer clan, yeah, awesome, yeah, yeah. So I looked more into it, and I realized like when she said wolf deer tribe, I was like, what the hell does that mean? And then I looked more into it, and I realized that, and I could be wrong. Y'all can correct me. Y'all probably know more than I do, or clan, yeah. And the father will find a lady in the different clan, and they'll have a kid. But the father doesn't really care for the kid. The father will end up going back to its main clan, and the child and the mother will stay at the mother's clan, and and then the uncles in the clan will raise the child as if it's theirs, and it'll be the father's responsibility when he hunts, to bring that support to give them the food. If I'm correct, I read that somewhere and it stuck, and I thought it was pretty awesome. Also strange too, where nowadays I couldn't imagine like having a son and then dropping them off in a different clan and not really raise them as my own. After she said that, I think I've been wanting to get a back tattoo, and I've been wanting to do something in that on that side, and I thought about doing a wolf with deer antlers on the back. Mother's clan, yep, yep. Yeah, I'll do some shooting, guys, if y'all want. Let me put these dies away. I'm in basketball shorts, so hopefully y'all don't mind. Usually when I get home, I always swap out. I hate wearing pants. I don't wear shoes. I'm always barefooted. And my son was playing. I haven't cleaned up since my kids were down here, so. I got to fix my draws now that I got weight in my pants. I'm gonna have it so I can see both of me. I'll warm up and shoot those can targets. Oh shit. Yeah, I can show you the targets real fast. Oh, sorry if I make you dizzy. So, this is kind of awkward. So I have those little simple, my gosh, this is weird. Leather can targets. I have a 40 mil spinner. Leather can targets about waist high for me to practice speed shoot. These are my WSA knockdowns that I put together. I put this bar across. It has magnets with just thumbtacks on the bottom of it. They'll stick right up on there. It's a double thick leather. I painted it white. That's stitched together. So I have all of them across here. I have a DIY squirrel ball. And then I have a mini that my son colored. So this is just mini leather can. This is just a DIY target I made. And then some more DIY targets, 40, 25, and 12. Yeah, I probably won't bring the jerker out. I have not tried the 50 on the 40. Well, fuck, I just left my slingshot down there. So, I'll probably miss a few. These glasses are actually not my normal prescription. I have never updated my glasses. I usually wear contacts, but so it's a little blurry, but I'll probably still get it. So right now I'm shooting the Scout X, which I'll probably end up shooting this Omega sling with the pick pouches. I'm gonna take my ring off. I have that, the LT2, but I just I got a custom at Moan Waller made. Literally, got sent it to me yesterday. Not, I don't have it, but he showed me pictures of it. I'm gonna pick it up this Saturday, and I'm probably gonna shoot the shit out of that thing and probably try to shoot that for the tournament. It's a lion's paw, 90 millimeters. I'll print a picture of the Tic Tac. I gotta put the lanyard on. It messes me up with it hanging there. Fucking Paul. Oh man, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with you, Paul. I can tell you that right now. Or you don't drink, right? I think you said you don't really drink at all. I'm not saying you have to drink to have fun. Ugh, I hate my band twist. uh, yes, it's hard for me to see that. I usually don't shoot with my glasses. Damn. Skimmed it, but didn't hit it. You have to measure from the bottom. Yeah, always the bottom. Always the bottom. uh, you do that and you still only get 3 inches? Sorry, Miss Six. I forgot you were in here. Paul, what were you even thinking? Come on, man. So May's a pretty busy month for me. So, and I'm bringing this up because I just Miss Hicks and Mr. Hicks is in here. April 30th is my oldest son's birthday. Then the next day is my wife's birthday on May 1st. Then obviously you have Mother's Day. And then my birthday is actually May 13th, which is on what, Tuesday? And then May 17th, which is this Saturday, is my wife's and mine and my wife's anniversary. We've been married for 11 years. I think 11 years, 10, 11 years. But I've been with her for 20 years. Oh, thanks, Miss Six. Yeah, I pretty much met her in high school. She was a senior, I was a junior. Right. You gotta be. I don't even know what to say. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I gotta back up a little bit to a little bit more center in the catch box. Oh, that's awesome. May 15th is your son? All right, I'll go for those knockdowns, even though I'm sucking Nash right now. I'm really sucking ass. Yeah, my glasses leave a freaking glare on them like crazy. Oh, so January is pretty. Damn. Right after freaking Christmas too. I got a busy winter. Yeah, I feel like I need to go up and get my contacts. I could. That's. Yeah, I would hate to have like, especially as a kid, have a birthday close to this Christmas. One of my best friends is like that, and I think his is like the 20th, and that's what they would end up doing is splitting his presents, which sucks because like you get half of the presents where if it was in the middle of the year you'd be better off. Yeah, that sucks. August 3rd. Yeah, I can't see far away, and these glasses are not my normal prescription. I think it's been like 4 years since I've updated my glasses. I just aim for the blur. Oh, I got to 40. Smacking him. Of course I miss. That'd be a fun party. A 4th of July birthday party. Now that'll be the time to have one. I mean, you get free fireworks, and a lot of time people drink all the time, so that would be fun. Oh, I skimmed it. I kind of hesitated on that one. Yeah, 4th of July party would be fun. Families are already getting together, get presents, cook out, fireworks. You damn right. Celebrate the whole month. uh, yeah, I made some smash burgers on the grill. My wife wanted some burgers. Always love making smash burgers. Yeah. Favorite holiday? My favorite holiday, it's changed. Yours is July. I would say it used to be It used to be October. It's still fun, especially with kids. Um, but now, yeah, Christmas is always fun. Halloween for me, yeah. Halloween is still my top, but I guess it's the same thing with kids. You get to experience it with them. They get so excited for Christmas, but Halloween, it's super cute watching them dress up and get a lot of candy that you usually eat. Damn, I hesitated on that one too. I'm gonna go hit one more and I'm gonna set up those knockdowns. I gotta hit one more at least. Yeah, I gotta. I know I'm not shooting with my glasses at East Coast. I'll be right back. Yeah, Paul, do y'all do fireworks? They're probably not allowed to. No, them. I think they just sit around and watch hockey all day. Dude, they are? Yeah, it sucks. So all fireworks are illegal? Even like the little kid, like one that sits on the floor and it just shoots off little rockets? I live in Virginia, so state of Virginia, we can't have like we can have some that shoots off in the air, but not the like the crazy ones. But my neighbor across the street, he's a retired cop, and he gets all the good fireworks, and he'll shoot them off. And then I live on top of the hill, so my house is higher than everyone else, and we look across and watch them shoot fireworks. Yeah, no pew pews, no fireworks. Paul's googling it right now. Oh, he's not boxing face. That's a full day, 12 rounds. And the smaller ones are hard to get. We have pews. Uh, can y'all open carry or conceal carry over there? Well, no wonder. I'm actually supposed to be sitting up here. I'm way back. Not even at my 10-meter mark. Bonfire. Hell yeah. Can't even take it out. Yeah, it sucks. I take mine everywhere. Take mine everywhere. Even spots I probably shouldn't, or that I'm not allowed to. Just from the left of it. Oh shit. Nah. No wonder I was kind of shooting off. Got a tear. Yeah, I'm in Virginia. Well, Hawk, I might be bringing the jerker out. I don't feel like setting up a pan right now. Hold on one sec. I don't feel like setting up a pan right now. Yeah, I'm in Culpeper, Virginia. Small town that's in the middle of everything. I'm like about an 45. It's probably about an hour drive to DC. Um, I live on the south side of Culpeper, so it only takes me about 20 minutes to get to the mountains. Shenandoah Valley, Appalachian Trail stuff, and then not too far from the beach. Virginia Beach is maybe 2 hours. No, 4 hours. So this is what I'm gonna be shooting for um, my speed shoot, the Medusa. I had Squatch make this lanyard, did a teal, because actually it's funny because y'all are in there. Actually, I like the teal for like Native Americans with the jewelry, so that's why I thought that looked really cool with this gold. And then a teal, I did the wrap. He sent me extra paracord and I did the wrap to it, which I'm actually pretty happy about. And then I have the high style pouch tubes. I've been pretty accurate with it too, with the high style. As I miss and I smack with 50. Yeah, the gold one is, that was the only, there was this one and then the aluminum. And I kind of like the gold, and I was going back and forth of what color I wanted to do with the lanyard. And I thought it would fit pretty well with the teal. It was either I was thinking teal and dark blue, or just straight up teal. And then he actually made the gold small paracords in here that matched pretty bang on. I don't know if you can see it like side by side, but yeah, it looks pretty fucking sick. The aluminum and canvas micarta. Yeah, you got the, is it the like the snake looking one that Tim Henry put together? North Carolina. Yeah. My grandmother was North Carolina. With flats. Ooh, I tried. But um they roll too much, and I overthink things, and just enough with it. I know it doesn't matter when it rolls and rolls and rolls. But I mean, I explained it all the time. With flats, I try to, when I'm shooting speed shoot, I'm gonna try to keep everything up like this. And with flats, the bands just flop over, and yeah, I can reach inside of here and pull back. But this gives me a lot more, where I would just grab here and pull back, so I don't have to go all the way forward. You're gonna run Medusa and flats, yeah. The brown micarta from Tim is, yeah. I haven't seen the solid brown micarta one. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to, when I was young, my mother used to take me to some of their little powwows, and I would go there and watch and see it, and it was fun. But when I was that young, I didn't think nothing of it. Nowadays, it's weird. The older I get, the more I am into history, and the more I wish I paid attention more in history in school. Look at this shoot tubes. I'm gonna load the little jerker up and shoot a little bit. No butt plugs or hard hat. I have a hard hat. I think if I order a butt plug, it probably won't come in fast enough. I don't have Amazon Prime anymore. Yeah, I would like to go to a powwow. Now, I think it'd be fun. Silver spoons. Shooting to the right. I'm getting glares in my glasses, which is kind of hard to see the tip of my foot. These glasses suck ass. You're gonna shoot tubes? Josh, you're a plumber? Yeah, I got the 1636s I want to try and see if they have a little bit of power, but you're only shooting at 8 meters or 10 meters, so you don't really need powerful tubes at all. Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying tubes the more I shoot this, and I'm really enjoying the high style. I was thinking about swapping and shooting high style pretty regularly on on the other frames I have, like the standard frames, rather than doing a pinch. A turd wrangler. So I work for a foundry, and we do cast iron parts for like water, sewer, gas, and we make the manhole covers, the lids, the tops, the bottoms that goes all the way down into the ground for valves. My brother, he works at the water treatment place in for the county. Yeah, I can't shoot shit right now. There we go. It was funny. I was doing some speed shooting the other day, and you know, I have my Fitbit watch on, and I have it set to where if it tracks me working out, it'll start counting. And with me speed shooting, it thought I was rowing. It started a workout saying that I was rowing. So I've never tried the Omega tubes. I've had a simple shot, but these are like the GZK. Those are the only ones I've really tried. I bought a decent amount of these, so I'm pretty stocked up for tubes and latex for a good while. Tabs and tubes. I have that on my my descender, my DIY descender ring set up. Google Data Center now. Industrial plumber. Sweet. Oh, Google. That must be fun. You can tell I have to, my glasses aren't great. I gotta fucking get all close to the damn screen just to see it. Yeah, I make my target setup. $20.40. You want to try 1748 45s? I have. Uh, are you coming to East Coast? Because I have some simple shot. I think they're like 18 something. So they're way too powerful than what I need. Yeah, I the little catch box setup. Is that what you're talking about? Or like the targets? I pretty much made all those targets except the little white spinner there. And then I had an old wire rack and I put wheels on them. The bottom, I have my ammo crates with 9.5s, 8 mil clay, which I usually only shoot 8. And then the pink box has some targets in there. But I used that Harbor Freight mesh, and I literally just zip tied it on top of the top rack, and then I put a curtain in front of that. It's nice. It's pretty easy adjustable. I just have them looped around those two upright frames. The knockdowns are different. The knockdowns, I made all that. It's clamped in there, and I can actually unclamp it and clamp it back in. I'm out of ammo. I've be right back. Yeah, I actually saw your video. Your video actually gave me the idea of the Harbor Freight mesh when you're making that trampoline. Uh, I didn't know Harbor Freight sold like that mesh tarp, and I saw that you used it, and I was like, oh shit, that might be nice to use. And I have it wrapped around. It's in the back, and I have it on the sides too. And then you can't tell, but I had a thick cardboard that came from a TV. I cut it up and made a box underneath it, and all of it drops inside of the box. And then I hot glued a cardboard box together, and then hot glue a foam pad in the front of the box. Oh, thanks, man. Speed shooting's fun. I enjoy it. From Texas. Oh yeah. Yeah, I tend to speed shoot. I just shook the shit out of the camera. I actually really like shooting the tubes high style and then like slowing down. Like I'll try to hit those knockdowns. And of course I'm shooting low. Shooting way low. There we go. My forks are angled. I had my forks pointing way too forward. Let's go to see how. My strategy for knockdowns is hit all of the motherfuckers. No, I think I'm gonna go with. I'm going back with either literally starting at the 40 or hitting the 60, going down to the 40, and then coming back up. My plans, and I mean I'm shooting amateur, so it doesn't matter. But I feel like if you're doing decent at the speed shoot, and you get, I mean, average people were barely getting 10 at the blue skeet, from my understanding, and if I could get 15 during the speed shoot, and they're worth 10 points a can, you know, that's 50 extra points. Then that at least give me some leverage where if I don't hit a 40, you know, then I'm pretty good. Or if I do hit the 40 and not the rest of them, then my points are still a little bit up there. Yeah, yeah. I'm probably gonna do the 40 to the 60 to 40, but I'm still thinking about it. And they say tubes can't be accurate, but I don't see that. I feel like tubes are a little bit more accurate, especially outside, because when you're outside, the bands are flapping. These there's not much for the air to catch on these. Dude, I've ran it one time where I was smacking them all, and then the 80 was left, and then I went to go I'm like, yeah, I got a full hit, and I fucking missed the 80. I was pretty pissed. You shoot better left to right than right to left. I've never, well, I won't say I've never shot right to left. I'm, let's speed shoot. I've been shooting left to right, and then knockdowns. I usually start and go left and then go right. I really haven't noticed much of a difference. And kill is 40 and 25 all day long, but never shot. I see what you mean. I mean, you could. I mean, I don't know what type of catch box you have and stuff, but you could do. I saw a video that Cool Hand Luke was doing where he was actually walking around his backyard. His catch box stayed the same, and he was just walking around his backyard so he can get different angles and different feet from it, yardage. Actually, I'll take that back. Speed shoot there when I am really practicing. I'll shoot since I only got 4 set up. I'll start on the left. I'll shoot to the right, and then I won't move on to the next can until I hit it. And then when I get to this can, I'll shoot going backwards, and then I'll just keep on going back like a ping pong. Let me see here. And I was told too, yeah, Yeah, I'm a yeah, I did it around yeah around the world. I think when it's 60 is all that matters. I be honest, like if I can hit a can size target further from like 10 meters, I'm pretty happy because I can only imagine those steel targets aren't bigger than a can. So I'll step back to this in the basement. I can go to 50 feet. I'll go back there and I'll shoot from there. Um, but I really haven't tried any long distance. I went to one of the shooting nannies and we tried the 25 yard, and my bands were not strong enough at all since I'm short draw, and that's when I that's when I cut my active lengths pretty short now. But I'm planning on going to like point 0.5 band setup and then shorter active length when I do the wood scores, and they might not last long, but they'll at least give me enough power to get anything. Those there, I do have a little bit set up outside in the woods, but I don't go out there much because the only time I get to shoot is at night. Yeah, Hicks, that wood course looks really good. I've been I have about I would say about an acre, half an acre of woods, and I got some steel targets from work. Well, some steel plates from work, and they're perfect size. They're like 4 inches by 6 inches. I already have two holes in there, and I'm looking at painting those and hanging them up. But I was hoping to get that done before East Coast, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I heard it was around 30 to 40 targets from like the other videos that people post, and you get one shot. But I heard this year you're going to be able to shoot 3 times on the same target. Uh, and then the points are just different. To where like if you hit it on your first try, I heard that's going to be 3 points, and then if you hit it on your second try, it'll be 2 points, and then if you hit it on that third try, it'll be 1 point. Where in the past, I think they only shot once and then moved on. 'Cause I am sucking ass, I can tell you that. Whoa, that was a flyer. Three shots this year. Yeah, I'm not that confident in woods. I think the reason why I'm not confident because I don't know the distance, and I shoot short draw, so my aiming reference is going to be a little bit different than you guys because I know y'all got the speed behind it. That being said, I mean, I've done some long shots, and it, it depends. Yeah. I mean, long draw at 0.45, it's still pretty fast compared to like short draw at 4.5. That's why I'm planning on going to like 0.5 or maybe even 0.55 at short draw. Literally, I'm probably going to go with my normal setup. I've been shooting around 5 inches on active link. I'm probably going to go with like 4 3/4 or 4.5 inches on active link just to get that umph behind it. 232. Yeah. I do want to get a crony. I don't even know what my setup can do. I would just judge it off of what it looks like. But when I was shooting 25, before, when I went to shooting Annie, I was shooting like 6.5 active length. And at 25 yards, I literally was like aiming down here. And the reference was like, I was going way high. Just because of the drop, I didn't have a lot of speed behind it and a lot of power behind it. It would just float to the target. And that was with 8mm. I'm gonna try for that mini can, that red target up there. It's hard for me to see it with these glasses. All I see is a red blur, but I'm gonna try for it. A little high. That looked like it went right between it. There we go. I guess I could shoot my other frame real fast. I got the Scout LT2. That's probably going to be my backup if I go with Axiom. I do have the Stylus Pro too, which is a really good frame. Look, this still has my old active link to it. Yeah, this has like 5 3/4, so these are even not that powerful. So right now, my active length, I've been sitting around 5 inches, and then I do like a 1/4 inch here and a 1/2 inch here, and then I usually cut it down. But you can even say that's 5.75 active, but that's literally to this line. So I'm even shooting, that's probably another 1/2 inch. And then these are like 5 inches. This is the cyan, or the, yeah, cyan. This has the Squatch leather pouch on it, which I like, but I don't like. It's thin, to where you can feel everything, but it's also nice because it is thin. Yeah, bounces count. I miss nothing really. But you can see, like, I don't know if you've tried these, but they're thin, so you feel everything. But it, of course, I just dropped my balls. They're thin, but you can feel everything. So if you like that, I kind of like a little pad, because I feel like I can move this a little bit too much. This is the Stylus Pro. I actually want to change the bane setup on this. I don't like it. See, when I pull it, it feels like it turns on there and it doesn't sit straight. The cyans are powerful though, I can tell you that. Yeah, I feel the same way. Hicks, you might like the thinner pouches if you barely touch it, because you know you have a grip on it. I know you shoot with your fingertips. You know you have a grip on it. They're very thin. I don't know if you hold it like this or hold it in front of the pouch, but the only thing I hate about it is sometimes if I try not to shoot the wall, when I pull it, it feels like sometimes I like have it twisted because I'm used to the pit pouch. But if and I hold the ammo, but when I squeeze down it kind of like pulls it. Yeah, you'll probably like these. If you like feeling the ball, you will definitely like these. Uh, you shoot 9.5s, right? I have some 9.5s pouches that I got from Squatch. That I don't shoot 9.5s. I actually I set my son's slingshot up with a 9.5s. I'll bring some. I'll let you have some. You can try it out. Squatch is really cool too. Like, I know he makes a good amount, but if you just want to try them, I'll give you a few. Yeah, they are really thin. I'll show you in comparison. So that's your normal Omega purple. See the difference there? The pit pouch is probably more than double. I'm not making these. Leon at Squatch Creation makes them. they're kangaroo leather, so they're really nice. They're actually really soft, and they mold in. I haven't been shooting this much, but you can kind of see where the ball's been sitting. Um, I like them. It's just I would have to get used to them, and I don't want to have spend too much time with them right now. But if you like to feel the ball, I think these are probably it. Yeah, I'm with I think it was Hawk on there squeezing the pouch. It's the same thing. I squeeze it, but and if you pull it too, like for me, if I pull it too much, I have a tendency of pulling back my finger, and I feel like I feel like it's doing this too much on me. It's probably not, but it feels that way just because you can feel it more. This stylus shoots pretty good. I actually really like it. It's very thin frame. I don't know if y'all messed with one of these before. Very thin and fits my hand pretty good. Like that little finger groove. Hawk, I can tell you I know you're a cyan guy. I've been I can tell this has a lot more power than Omega, but I don't know. I like the Omega a little bit better just because I've had this break randomly on me, so I'm always like watching the bands on these right now. But with the same active length as the Omega, this thing has more get up. Smack that 40. Yeah, this is probably good with dexterity. You can feel it more. That 40 spin is spun sideways on me. Let's see if you can see it. I'll go and shoot it and see if I can hit it. I can barely see it with my glasses, but we'll see. The 40 down at the bottom. I don't know where the cans are. See if I can hit the side of it. I can barely see the damn thing. Well, I just kind of straightened it up a little bit. I think I hit the can. Yeah, these bands are more powerful than the Omegas. Yeah, Hickston, you would love these. Yeah. If you like to feel it like you're like a rock in the shoe, these will be it. Because you feel everything with this thing. Like and you can, and that's probably, you probably like it even too, because you can manipulate it a little bit more with your fingertips. But I don't want to dump my ammo out. So if you even pinch a little bit of hit of it like that, you know where the ball is, rather than the pit pouch. It's just kind of flat. So you'll probably like this. unless you grab it right up on the top, but you still, that's crazy if you shoot like that. Fuck. Yeah, I need to check elasticity on a mega white. That cyan 0.5 is 750. So on the mega white, I've already checked mine. Um, give me 1 second. I wrote it down. Never mind. I got shit on top of it, so I got all my bands inside of a stackable toolbox, and it's on the bottom layer, so I don't feel like getting it out. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was around 700 last, and I believe the 0.5 and the 0.4 was 700 for me on the megas. I didn't try the cyan though. Yeah, 0.4 is a very light draw. The point six simple shot. So I have the 0.5. I can tell you this: the simple shot is a little bit harder to hold. I don't have the points. I have the 0.5 simple shot. Same thing than the Omegas. I like the Omega because they're powerful, but they don't feel powerful. They have enough stretch to where it doesn't. You don't have to hold the shit out of the ammo pouch. Yeah, yeah. I usually do 0.4, 0.4, 0.5 on like knockdowns, and then like I said, I'll go up to 0.5 or 0.5 or 0.55 if I'm doing a little bit longer distance. My taper stays the same. I've never played around with taper too much right now. 3/8, that's why I'm shooting BBs. Yep. No, I feel, yeah, I don't know how, yeah, I started with simple shot, and I was a guy where I liked, the black on black, and I went by the look, and then I was like, and then I got the GZK. GZK, I went too powerful. GZK is not as stretchy. GZK and simple shot seems pretty similar to me. And then I have a few rolls of Falcon that I've never tried. I talked to Gene Kirkland and I got a care package from Gene Kirkland with because he shoots long draw, so he had a leftover rolls and he hit me up and a few Falcons that I haven't tried yet. But then when I got the Simple Shot, well, this isn't Simple Shot, but when I got not the Simple Shot, the Omega, that's been kind of my go-to. I'm liking this. It's feels like Omega, where it's as stretchy, but it feels like it has a lot more power. I mean, not by the hold, but by the projectile. It seems to throw the lead out there, or the steel. A simple shot 0.6 is a lot harder to draw than 0.6. But yep, I agree. You can also cut. Yep, that's what I end up doing with simple shot. That's why, like, I had a longer active length with simple shot, and then I went to Omega, keeping the same active length, and then I went to the shooting Annie, and there it was way underpowered with Omega with the same active length. Yeah, I see that, Hicks. I kind of feel the same way. They feel almost exactly the same. They're just different colors. Dude, you can't go wrong with Omega. If you're not sure, I would say Omega. Just because they last longer. They're not hard to pull back, and they have a good amount of power behind them. If you're not sure, Omega is kind of like your go-to, knowing that you're going to get a good band. Simple shot's still good, but with simple shot, I felt like I was more. I had to hold the pouch harder with simple shot. Like, I was afraid that it was going to slip out of my hands. Where with Omega, I can pull it back and have confidence to where all I have to do is let up a little bit and it flies. And with holding the pouch, especially if you shoot for a long time, I don't know if y'all can hear me. If you shoot for a long time, holding the pouch so tight, it just tires your fingers out. Oh, I do have the Omega Green too. I haven't tried that too much. I hear good things about it. I made a few band sets, but I've never put them on yet. All right. Probably gonna shoot a few more and then get off of here. I don't want another 4 hour. So it's 12 o'clock here. I gotta get up in the morning. Although I usually stay up to like 1 o'clock every day. I think if I shoot this pouch more, the kangaroo pouch, I think I'll like it. But I don't want to. I don't want to try and learn a new pouch for East Coast. You can't pinch the pouch because it's too powerful. Because it's like feel like it's pulling out of your hands. Yeah, I think it's Omega slingshot.us.com, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think you'll like, yeah, I agree with Hicks. Omega is like my go-to. I can tell you that right now. I'm not planning on switching, but I am planning on playing around, especially like after East Coast. I'll play around with the cyan a little bit. But I mean, there's a reason why I have 2 rows of .4. Is it 4.5? I got 2 rows of .5, 1 row of .55 Omega. No, I got 3 rows of .5 actually. Yeah, Omega white. Yep. I got 1 roll of the green. I pretty much bought a few because I was afraid of the tariffs. I don't know what their prices will be like, but I also bought a good amount because of East Coast. I'm gonna make a few band sets, but I'm gonna try for that knockdown. I felt like I freaking hesitated on that one. All right, so you see what I mean? I pulled it and I felt like it spun on me, and that's exactly what happened. You see how the pouch looks now? That will happen to me with this pouch if I'm not paying attention, because I kind of grab it behind the little joint, and then sometimes I'll pull it, look like that. And the good thing is though, you feel it, you know something's wrong. That's one good thing about it. It doesn't happen all the time, but you can definitely feel it when it does happen. This thing does have power, I can tell you that. Yeah, no problem, man. And I'm still new to the game myself, but I researched the crap out of it, and I overanalyze a lot of things. To me, that's what's fun about the sport, man. Trying out new things, figuring out what works for you. Everyone is different. Uh, it's definitely fun. That's one reason why I'm so addicted to it. Is there's so many different setups, so many different bands, different pouches, and you learn from each other. Like I'm gonna hook Hicks up with these. He may love these, and then it changes. It might change his game. That's one thing that that's one thing I think would be cool, that I love about it. All right, man. Yeah, I'm bouncing too. I got a handful, and then I'm getting out of here. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be down to trade, man. I'm down for that. That's not a problem here. Like I said, like most of like with my leather work too, I tend to do trades just because you know if the time I put into it, the price is kind of up there, but you know depends on what if I really want something, I would just tell them just do a straight trade. So yeah, hit me up. I'll let me know what you want, and then we'll do something. If you just want the ammo pouch, I'm good with that. I am bringing that Aries to. Yeah, no problem, Hicks. And I'll be bringing some too. If you let me know, rather than like shipping them out and stuff, I can bring them to the East Coast. It's not a problem. I'm planning on making like if you want like those ammo pouches, I'm hoping to make a handful of those. Um, because what I end up doing, I'll cut them all out one day, and then I'll pick out what dyes I want. And I'll dye it a day, the next day. There's no tooling involved with. I mean, I can tool them, but I wasn't planning on tooling them. Um, and then I'll just dye them, burnish them off, put a clear coat or a finish over it, let it dry. So it's about a 4 to 5 day process, but it's like you know whatever time it takes me, 20 minutes to cut them out, dye them maybe an hour, and then finish like buffing them and finish them. The biggest thing is stitching. I hand stitch everything, um, so that's the longest that really takes me besides the tooling. A black dong target. I don't think I have enough leather for that. Yeah, would have to be large. Don't know if I have. It'd be a soft one. How about that? It'd be a grower, not a shower. I'll have a handful of ones too that I'm gonna bring with me. I think I decided where I'm not gonna do a lot of like the ammo bags. I'm just gonna do some leather stuff and bring it with me. Oh yeah, I can make a lot of white ones, and they'll look realistic because I have one that I can just look at. Vinny special, old veiny one. I do have a background tool that's called veiny, and it like puts little veins. They look like little veins. I, I can do that. Oh, he told you the same thing. uh, this is why I like the late night ones. I guess I don't really get a lot of. I mean, people joke on during everyone else's, but Send a video. Lies, lies, lies. Yeah, we're all pervs. Yeah, I have no filter, and I probably say things that I shouldn't say, even at work. Like I have a few people underneath me, and they're all younger than me. They're like right out of college, and I always tell them like I'm probably not the best supervisor, but I'm a fun supervisor, but I'm also serious at the same time. Yeah, that's what's fun about it. Some more than others, yeah. See, I'm freaking cautious about this pouch, man. Oh yeah, I'm the type of person I love enlightening the mood. I love making people laugh. Dude, something is feeling weird. I think it's that pouch, but it feels so fucking weird. Seriously challenged. I think that's what I'm mostly excited about, meeting everybody, seeing everyone's personality in person. I think it's fun. Like, I mean, you go live and you get to kind of get an idea of them. All right, I'm not shooting this thing anymore. It's feeling fucking weird. I probably got about 10 shots in there and then I'm in it. I'll go back to the tube. Nut shot. Yeah, kill Tony. Oh, you're gonna do a set? Oh, yeah, that takes balls to get out there. Yeah. Well, usually I'll end up looking like this. But yeah, it's nice to see everyone. Yeah. Yeah. It's different. Like some people can't take jokes. Some people can't take it too damn serious. I've been in a few fights because people take it too serious. And I might have been too far over, but I mean, it's never personal. I'm so I tell you a little thing. So I wrestled for a good period of time, all my junior year, all the way up through my high school, uh, and I have real curly hair, and I will grow my hair out, and I had a big ass afro. I was 16. I got a tattoo on my upper back, so I can get an edge on top of people, and uh, I was the type of person, if I can get in somebody's head, I already got an advantage. I wore mixed match shoes, and then during a weigh-in, see if you're close to your weight, but a little bit over. A lot of people weigh in naked, and every time people weigh in naked, they go up just like you see in boxing or UFC. They'll go. The coach will hold up a towel. They pull their pants down, step on the scale, and then they weigh themselves. I was the type of guy, just to get an edge. I'll sit in the back of the locker room, They'll call my name up. I always wrestled up a weight class, so I'm always within weight. But I'll drop my pants, walk butt ass naked to the scale, and everyone's like hiding their heads, don't want to look, and then I'll just sit there on the scale facing everybody with my dong out. And I could tell you, me doing that, it fucked a lot of people up in their head, and I felt like I got an advantage off of that. So if we have weigh-ins for East Coast, be careful. What you tell this story about using yourself? A roast battle league. Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Fucking lace bikini. It's not about. I don't say brave. To me, it's. I don't. I don't mind people laughing at me, and I don't care what people think of me. Be honest with you. To a point, and I was so competitive. I did anything I could to get an advantage. I mean, I was captain of the wrestling team, runner up for states. Uh, I did everything I could to get an advantage. I tore my ACL and my meniscus my junior year, and that was the end of it for me. I have to look at roast battle. Paul, bring that for at East Coast. I'll try it out. I'll wash it afterwards. I was the guy at parties in college where if there's a bonfire going around and I was pretty fucking wasted, I'll be butt ass naked jumping over the fire just to get laughs. All right, I think these are the last two I got in my pocket. Last three. Got these three, and I'll call it quits. Oh, mess a good amount. I'm gonna need a safer. Oh gosh, what is it? Where did it go? No, I'm not that bad anymore, Hawk. I'm pretty chill now. I still have crazy ADHD, but having a wife, she calmed me down, and having kids, I can get crazy though. Depending on how much you pineapple. corn oil. He's sleeping in the clubhouse. uh, oh, that's funny. All right, later, man. You're going live tomorrow? Oh. All right, man. Peace. Paul gets arrested and deported back to Canada on the watch list, and he can't come to the U.S. anymore. They'll never take me alive. He'll be confusing as hell because he's like, I'm from Canada, and he has like the UK accent. They won't know where they'll keep him in the prison for like 6 months until they figure out where the fuck he's from. I can't end it on a miss. Oh, that's funny. You're confused. The U.S. comes. So, I got a Canada joke. Oh, you got the nuggie. That's awesome. You got the nuggie. Do you get to pick who's next? That's how it works, or do you already know? Like when it's handed through, is there like a list that it's going to go through? Pass the nuggie. No list. You keep it rolling. It's going to be Zach next. That's sick. That's an awesome idea. I'm curious how far it's going to go. Is it going to stick to everybody in the U.S., or you can pick anybody? And do you have to shoot something certain, you just shoot it, or do you have to, like they tell you to shoot like a 40 or something like that? I saw D's video was pretty cool. As the Nugget Hunter wants to go back by 420 next year. Dude, you know how cool that would be where if, say he does it for a whole year, I don't know how he's tracking it. That'd be really cool if there was like something that followed it along. Everybody put like a trinket in the box or sign a piece of paper, and then he auctions it off at on 420, or like do a giveaway or something like that. That'd be really fucking cool. And then he makes a new one and does it again. He'll do a purple one, you know, purple. The video has to be 420 long. Okay. I didn't see Trapper. uh, is it? Can you be banned if you have like a one hitter quitter, like a little pipe or something in the video? 'Cause that'd be cool. I'll shoot like a little tobacco pipe. About to find out. Dude, I'll have to like if it ever hits me, I'll have to like go back and look at like Chink and Chong and like redo one of the scenes and then have that slingshot in it. Literally 2 more rounds. If I hit. Let's see here. There we go. The peace pipe. Yes. There's a new Cheech and Chong? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look that up now. I was going to do. Yeah, the peace pipe would be cool. The peace pipe. Dude, if you could put like native design on it, make it a peace pipe, that'd be fucking cool as shit. Comes out in July or August. I have to check that out. Am I driving? Are there? I know there's not. They're not. They're going to be the original characters in there, right? Yeah, turquoise and beads. That's what's up, dude. That would be sick. Like a bead lanyard with it, with some feathers hanging from it. That'd be sick. You know what? If I tell you what, if it gets to me, I'll make some. If you look up leather feathers, people make leather feathers and they'll hang it for like earrings or stuff. Yeah, I'll make one of those and I'll hang it on that motherfucker. Turquoise and beads, that'd be sick. It's more of a documentary. I'll make it native. Yeah, I'm drunk. What type of root water did you drink? Are you sure it came from a tree? Paul's asking internally. I know that. I beat Paul to the punch. Fucking. I mean, you could build it. I'll just I can add a little trinkets here and there. Dude, you know how I can tell I have kids? Look at this shit. I tell them not to eat in the basement. Look. You know what that is? They were down eating in the basement today, and they got them a cheesesteak. That thing, oh, I don't know if you can. It's half bitten into, like, in the shaft. They take one bite off the top, bite in the center, and then throw it away on the floor. Yeah, it was from the last life. uh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool, Josh. Alrighty. Well, I appreciate it, guys. I had a fun little live. I wasn't planning on shooting, but I figured I was boring everybody with the leather stuff. Yeah, I'll eat the cheese stick. Oh, it does have a skin on it. That thing is like, it's hard. I mean, it's not. I mean, still. That's disgusting. You see the layers of how long it's been drying for now. Yeah, my fucking touched oily ass eyes. Hands to my eyes. Cheese puck. Yeah. Yeah, later, guys. I appreciate it. I'll go live again maybe mid this week. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for coming. How do I stop it? Exit.